Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a late edition of the Strike Season Podcast. Myself, HBCU Overdrive. Holiday, Marlo, and Lord Jamal. We are expecting Fangs Up podcast. Hopefully, they get in here sometime soon to kind of give us a little recap of what has happened in the last 48 hours. As many of you know, James Colzie III has been let go as Florida A&M's football coach.
Good goddamn riddance.
You said let go. Like
The
it was
official
amicable.
statement the official statement was relieved of duties. So that leads me to believe that he has been transitioned to another position in the university. Based on
Per
what
his
we've heard about his
contract.
contract. Yeah, for his contract. So um I'm gonna go ahead and say this because a lot of other people don't want to say it because it's bad memories. Shout out to Tiffany Dawn Sykes. Shout out to
You
Tiffany
ain't
Dawn Sykes.
lying. You ain't lying,
Um,
because that was a hell of a contract.
Thank you. So, a lot of people don't want to give her flowers, but on this one, all of Rattler Nation can agree. Wow, we just lost 2 listeners when I said that. All right, so I ain't gonna break up. I'm gonna keep that to myself. But y'all know what the deal is.
That was a hell of a contract. Y'all gotta be fair. That you can not like her. You can say she was a horrible AD, but that is how you structure a contract. So you ain't stuck with bullshit for 5 years. Thank you,
That is
Tiffany
true.
Dawn Sykes.
That is true.
I don't think
A
she
look,
was a bad AD.
Hmm?
I don't think she was a bad AD.
not tonight. Not tonight. Not tonight.
My stance, and I'm nice. I'm being nice. I'm not throwing any daggers. I think she has the potential to be an amazing AD. I think her first AD job being a D1 school in the South with a cultish fan base was a bit too much. Again, but I do believe that she is going to be an amazing AD.
I'm a, I'm a,
That's what I stand on. That has always been my stance on it. I just don't think she was ready for a beast of FAMU, especially in the swag and with all the personalities that come with it. So that's my spiel.
My roof. Look at my roof. You play too much. Now, if I get into it with them, I gotta live here and you don't. Don't be getting it. You gonna get.
How the fuck you go to a damn commercial and we ain't but 2 minutes in?
I gotta live here. So if y'all want to get your pitchforks, not today. Today is not the day. All right.
I ain't got no beef in this.
I
Oh
didn't even
no,
say
that's what I'm
that. I
saying.
didn't
But I'm
even say
trying to.
nothing wrong.
You didn't say nothing wrong. But we got that wing. We got that wing
Oh,
of
they can stay over there. They stay over there. I said what I said. Hell, you can go through my Twitter. I said the same shit on my fucking Twitter. I've always said that. They stay over there in that corner though.
so I'm sending the
Well,
email record.
I just don't. I mean, she's no longer at the university, so sometimes you just gotta let that go. In my
Let it
Vin
go.
Diesel
Hell, at this point, we on AD number 2 since she been gone.
3,
3.
Two since she's been gone.
they
Two.
had an interim
The interim
before.
don't count.
Oh,
Mike Smith has been the interim 12 times.
shit.
Oh Jesus. Um, but
I mean, but
that's
is he
happening.
lying or no?
Huh?
I say, are you lying or not?
I don't tell no lie. Stop me when I'm lying.
And listen, we don't tell lies on this platform.
We do not.
We don't tell lies on this platform.
That's a lie.
What all right, what's going on, Mike? How you doing today? How you doing today?
No, don't bring Mike up here, man, because
Yeah, Mike. Hold on, Mike. Mike.
he called my squad. He called my school overhyped.
I saw that shit. I knew you was gonna say so. I said in my head, I said, boy, RIP to his mentions because they finna be on fire for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, I like when I seen it. when I seen it, and I have said glowing things about Jackson State, and some of them people still don't like me.
They
They
don't
see
like
my
nobody. They
well,
don't like each other sometimes.
that's true. That's true. That's true. Like that's fair. That's fair. Um, but yeah, when Mike posted that today, I was like, oh Jesus. But thankfully, much like me, I think half of the People Nation has muted or blocked Mike, just like they did me, so there was no uproar. So Mike Rage Bait
No,
didn't work.
it did. Somebody gonna see it. That shit. It's probably in flames on what the hell is that Facebook group?
Oh man. I hope Rough in the Sweat. Oh, please don't
Rough
put it
in the
there.
Sweat. It's
Please don't
probably
put it there.
already there. I'm a fly on the wall in Rough in the Sweat.
Me too.
Cause man, listen.
Oh, they be hey, that's the gladiator unit right there.
Yeah.
Nah, Gladiator scared of them niggas. I don't even know what else to call them.
I
But nah, but for real, man, we was not overhyped. You have to be the talk of the town because we basically was the national champs until somebody dethroned us. We was the conference champs until somebody dethroned us. So I mean, and it happened this season. It happened to be Prairie View.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
hey,
and like I
Hey,
said, yeah, and like I said, the man came in when he got hired in January of this year. The man ain't been at the job for a whole year.
no, but that's a testament to hiring the right goddamn coach. And
Right.
I want to say he applied to FAMU. I might motherfucking add because he was right up the road of Valdosta State. Valdosta State is an hour and 24 minutes from campus.
That what I'm saying is, but what I'm saying is this when he was introduced as the head coach at PV, he spoke into existence that they're going to Atlanta. And they're going to win the national championship. The man he did not settle for anything other than going to the Celebration Bowl and winning the whole thing.
I just want PV to be at the Celebration Bowl. I want all of the fans that are available to be at that damn game.
We interviewed him at Media Day, and he said exactly what
yeah.
Doc just said.
But because
Man,
if you say I'm a loser, if you say and I quote Troy, I already know what I'm gonna say. We need some adversity. That's what the fuck you gonna get. Troy know where I got that from. So if
Yeah.
you have to say what you want. You have to say what you are. If you wake up every day and say I'm going to this team is going to the Celebration Bowl, and you go into practice every single day and you pour it into your players and you pour it into your fellow coaches and say we are going to the Celebration Bowl, you gonna get
it's
there.
just like with me at Mike calling us overhyped, but we at the team is at practice, they in the games. We're trying to get back to where we get back to that mountaintop. I mean, we just fell short. You know
That
what I'm
kind of
saying?
made me think of Kendall Bowler. It was Kendall Bowler and a few other guys that were on last year teams. They were seniors, and he was saying coming into the season, the team was like, "Yeah, we defend the champions." And he was like, "No, last year teams are the defending champions. We are nobodies. We're not
All
defending
right,
champions
hold
until we
on.
win."
No, we're not doing that shit tonight. You know what? You know what? Hold on. First off, let me put this up before I start this. You have a valid point, Matt. You have a very valid point. That shit goes for Jackson as well.
No more Seminoles and no more motherfucking Tennessee Volunteers. I've said it. That's my line in the sand.
So let's just call a spade a spade. Prime has not won, and Prime is probably my second favorite Seminole. Y'all know who my favorite is. Prime has not won a big game, and he
He
has
ain't
not
won a
won
big
at
game nowhere.
Colorado. So when we started talking about overhyped, first off, the NFL quarterback was his son. He didn't win with his son. Let that sink in for a second.
Thank
He
If
you.
he
ain't he
can't
he
win
ain't winning
with
with
his
his son by
sons,
proxy neither.
Hold up. Let's we gotta. There's a reason I call that Jackson State team the Monstars. That team was legendary. Like
Yeah.
that is potentially, and that's not being like overhyping or hyperbolic. That Jackson State team might be one of the best football teams we've seen in HBCU sports in probably 20 years.
And they
Like,
You're
would
talking
have
about the
won the
22
champion.
team, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
yes.
And they would have won the
And
championship
20,
had they had a
22, and
better
I believe
coach.
I would argue 23 is up there too. I believe those. I don't remember the 2 years. Those 2 years where he went to the Celebration
20
Bowl.
is 20, 21, 22.
Yeah, because
So,
yeah,
Mike, come on, bro. Let me keep it a buck with you. The team that Dick Young brought to Jackson State was to get his ass to the FBS. It was to get him to Power 5. It was not to balance out the SWAC because we kicked everybody's ass in the SWAC. You saw it evident in the first game of 2022 when we played FAMU and we blew y'all out the map. You know what I'm saying? Like 21, we saw some issues because we didn't have a capable running game. We didn't have a 1,000-yard rusher that year. Our offensive line was weak as hell. Everything was put on Shador and the receivers and the defense that you had with Dennis Thurman calling the defense. Now, 22 was just, like you said, was a monster team because he got anybody and everybody to come to the school.
and he
But you
retained
know
players
what?
too from the previous year.
I
That's the
want
other thing.
it,
There was
but
continuity on that team.
I argue he had an easier time recruiting to get kids come to Jackson State than he is getting them to go to goddamn Boulder.
Right.
I
So
agree.
in that sense, you think about that, and then when he leaves in 2023, okay, he took 60 guys with him.
Yep.
We had to go back out and replace 60, 65 people on our team. So how is that overhyped? And we're the first year head coach, and he went 7-4. We was this close. You know, if it was 1 or 2 games, of course, the FAMU game was
It's not 1 or 2 games in the East. It's literally one game.
one game. But
It's one game in the East,
but
which is also why we need to drop divisions.
but what I'm saying is, the one game when we going up against each other in the first game of the season, yeah. But what I'm saying is, it was literally two games that you think about it, because we went 5-3 in the conference that year. We would not lost to Alabama State nor Alcorn at home. Okay, we was this close.
That team
But
might
we was
have
in the
gotten a
top.
playoff berth.
Yeah, but we was in the toss this close to going to the playoffs.
Yeah, so if you wouldn't have lost to Alabama State nor Alcorn, y'all would have got a playoff berth.
We would have got a playoff berth.
So, but back to my original statement when we started, well, hell, we was talking backstage. The fucking divisions are the problem. Until you have, I hate this word, parity amongst all of the teams, and every single game is a dog fight, and every single person has a legit chance to be a SWAC champion. It's gonna be dumb shit in the East. You lose one game and that's it. Your next best thing is the hope that you get a playoff berth.
I mean, but if you really think about it though, too,
Hold on.
but hold on, but you think about it too. You lose that between Prairie View and Texas Southern. You lose one game, you down.
Am I whining about divisions, or am I saying how divisions are a problem?
So
I don't think I'm fucking whining about divisions.
Words
mean things.
Yeah. So I want to be clear on some things. We do a lot of shit on this podcast. Whining ain't never been one of them.
Never. Like, bro, pick a better word.
Never one. Never been one of them.
So I think honestly, from a FAMU perspective,
highlight what Mike just said right here. Bro, that BCU, North Carolina A&T, Central, and FAMU did their things in the MEAC. Okay, we talking about the SWAC. We talking about y'all playing Eastern Seaboard teams, and here in the SWAC, we play everybody in the South. We play Southland Conference teams. You can play some SoCon teams. Of course, when we play the OVC, that's our, Tennessee State is our rival. We haven't played them in 3 years. Okay, so let's keep it a buck. What do you want us to do? What do you want us to do? Because here's the thing: we only get a chance to play 3 out of conference games, or maybe 4, because since we're talking about divisions, we only got 8-game conference stretch. Now, if we had 9, then that would give us a chance to schedule out of conference teams the way that we wanted to schedule it. But at the same time, this season, you look at it, we scheduled Hampton out of the CAA.
Hey, whoa! One second.
Yeah, I'm looking it up now.
Yeah,
Okay.
y'all late. That happened a couple hours ago. There was a shooting at Kentucky State University. Someone died. I didn't get all the. I saw it on the evening news. So give credit. 3 letters with the little eyeball was where I saw it. But yes, there was a shooting.
Oh wow!
Shit.
Prayers to the people over at Frankfurt.
Definitely, that is crazy.
But you think about it though, it gives us a chance to schedule the 3 out of conference games. Now, Prairie View has done a good job scheduling out of conference because they scheduled the Incarnate Words. They have scheduled the Abilene Christians. They have scheduled schools like that. The Houston Baptist, it's Houston Christian now. They have scheduled your Rice. They have scheduled your University of Houston's or Sam Houston's or any other Lamar, any other school within the region, that region right there. It has worked, but you have to make, the thing is you have to try to make it work for you. The reason why in the MEAC it works for them because you only got fucking 6 teams that play football.
And your locations, like your proximity to other universities. I mean, you think about a FAMU, like there's not a lot of schools we're playing, and even still in state, the number of schools that you can play in football has already reduced since we've joined the conference. I mean, JU drops football. I mean, so when you start looking in the state of Florida, outside of Bethune-Cookman, there's only one other school you're going to play, and guess what? They don't offer scholarships, and so they're not going to want to play you.
You saying D1 or
I'm saying Division I at the same level, the FCS level. There's one option.
West Florida not they D2, and Stetson's the only one.
Stetson's the only option, and Stetson don't want to play you because they know what's up.
Stetson might as well come on to the hill. They ain't got nothing to do. It's a short ride.
But they don't want to because they don't give those kids scholarships. And we routinely poach from them for the simple fact that the Pioneer League does not offer scholarships. And those schools know those kids get that HBCU vibe. The cost of attending FAMU is much cheaper. Those kids are paying out of pocket to play football at Stetson. And we're talking $50,000-$60,000
a semester.
Expensive.
Yes.
Because is it a
private?
It's a private school
private,
in
right?
D-Land, Florida.
School in D-Land. Yep.
In the middle of nowhere.
Private.
So
it ain't nothing there but damn school.
The kids come to Orlando every other weekend. So it's like, you kind of start.
And they have a very, very nice campus.
It's a gorgeous campus.
The campus is gorgeous. It's just there's nothing around.
They're paying $12 billion to go there. Of course, the campus is beautiful.
So you look at teams like Alabama State, where they schedule Miles and Tuskegee. Why? Because it's close proximity, and they used to be rivals in the SIAC back in the day. That's the reason why they schedule.
Hey, we gotta ask Young Price. Well, next time we get Young Price on the show,
no, they don't give them. They don't give the kids diddly. You don't get nothing but a trip.
Does everybody get a hat at least? Ironically, my little cousin just opted to go to Stetson over some other in-state school. They gave him a lot of scholarship money. I don't think he's gonna be there very long. The boys from Quincy in D-Land at school.
So you think about stuff. You think about schools like that. Like you just thinking about, like you said, like the proximity of each school. So of course, when you get schools like us here, and you get schools like in the state of Mississippi, where of course we beat up on each other, but then you playing somebody like a USL or you playing somebody like a Mississippi State. They really not gonna play. We not gonna play no Ole Miss up there. But you're playing those two schools right there. I
I'm even
mean,
gonna hold you that 22 Jackson State team probably would have gave Ole Miss a run for their damn money. I'm not even playing.
So we scheduled proximity. We scheduled the ULMs and stuff like that. So of course, we have to do what we can. But in a sense, I'm telling y'all, I'm telling you what I talked to Dr. McClellan. He said if they want to go divisionless, he has no problem going divisionless. It's up to the Council of Presidents. He works for the presidents. He don't work. We don't work for him. He works for the presidents.
Like, we need to keep it a buck. Like we keep hollering about divisionless.
I said it when we were backstage. The damn nerds voted against it.
Yes, and I think some of it they're looking at travel costs and all that kind of stuff.
Crash out. I'm trying. I am trying not to crash out.
You can't.
Hold on. No, Doc, you can't listen. I got it. He a Seminole. I got it. I've been on the Seminole shit all week apparently, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this. Prime is not a good fucking coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No,
at all. He is a good marketer.
Buddy Pugh told you that. Buddy Pugh took his opportunity to be the head coach at Florida State. This ain't something I heard. This is something I know. Had he won that Black National Championship, there was going to be a plane headed to Jackson when he landed.
He was not the Buddy Poe,
It would have won the championship in 21.
And yeah, 21.
But Doc. We are not talking about the team because we know.
No. I'm talking about Prime. Like I said,
Prime was not going to outcoach Buddy Poe.
No,
I know he wasn't going. And the thing is, he wasn't going to outcoach Trey Oliver either. You said you suspended one of your better defensive players and your son. But your son, here's the thing about that. You talking about you wasn't gonna coach. Your son not gonna play if you're not gonna be able to coach.
Wasn't Prime? Wait, hold on. Wasn't Prime the one on NBC, NFL sports show talking about you are what your records say you are? Wasn't that Prime?
Yeah.
Wasn't that him?
Yes.
Okay, I thought. Listen, y'all can't tell me shit about my nose.
That is
also
nothing.
The other piece of this is you've been in Tallahassee long enough, and one thing, and I was having this conversation with somebody earlier. A lot of people don't realize, especially your white people in Tallahassee, don't like Deion Sanders. Like, let's keep it a buck. Like, I'm a diehard Seminole fan. Grew up a Seminole
football fan that they like. The one that they love and the one that they admire is coaching basketball at Florida A&M.
Exactly.
That is the one that they like.
Right. So your old people who were probably in their 70s and 80s that were kind of moneyed, they enjoyed what he did as far as the plays. But go back and look, especially in the 90s, how many times Deion came back to Tallahassee for stuff?
He never comes back. He don't come back now.
And for a better piece of this, look at how his personality and who he relates to. Does he relate to more FSU players or Miami people? He doesn't fit our culture. Culturally, he's a misfit for Tallahassee. So, unfortunately, for those who don't understand,
he never wanted to be there, but he couldn't go anywhere else. Nobody else was going to deal with him. So he went to Florida State knowing he wasn't going to be there alone. No, he was too loud. He was too flashy. He was too boisterous. Tallahassee is conservative.
Yes, on both sides. Like it
Both
don't matter.
sides.
Oh, black or white.
I don't think UM was gonna let him play baseball either, though.
I don't
Nah,
No,
they
think they
weren't.
were.
They weren't gonna let him.
no.
Mm-mm.
I
It
think
was
UM gave
football or bust.
no UM gave him an option: basketball or football. That was it. But to be fair, Bobby had everybody knew that Ron Simmons was
Mm-hmm.
Bobby's first All-American, and that changed everything. So that's when Florida State became the hot ticket because of Ron Simmons. So we knew he was going to Florida State. Also, Bobby don't really recruit. Well, you know what? I'm gonna let that go. Some things need to
Leave
die
that
in the past.
alone.
But here's the thing too. Here's the thing. Just the reason why that Dion ain't successful in Colorado now, because he don't go out there and recruit. He thinks that he could just sit in his office in Boulder and people are going to flock to him. Where you got a team that's in Lubbock that got a $25 million budget to go get a damn college football playoff team, and they basically boat raced you this season in the conference.
BYU got crumble. Utah just
BYU
activated their $1 billion
got humble.
alumni.
Hey, you know what? What I said in the alumni group chat, I thought that was the Fat Mom group chat when I posted that. And then I was like, damn, I put that in the wrong group chat. Oh Lord.
But you get what I'm saying? Like you gotta look, your philosophy gotta change. Because now you're stuck. They ain't got Colorado has no money to buy you out like that. You're stuck. You got to deal with that contract, and you signed an extension. So you got to go out there and you got to go into somebody's house and say, "Hey, we want your kid to come to Colorado."
But that's the thing. He does not feel like he has to. He does
That's what I'm
not
saying.
feel
That's what I'm
like he
saying.
should.
Yeah,
He feels like he should just be able to say, I'm prime time. And everybody kids say, I want to go over there. And that is not the case. Like, and don't get me.
it was
No,
like you
no,
said,
I
but like
mean what
you,
I say. You
yeah, but
gotta
like you
work
said,
for
it was easier.
recruits.
But it was easier for him to do it when he was at Jackson State because
Yeah, but because
that
he
was during the
has
time of
Oh
COVID.
my God!
But
no,
that was
it wasn't COVID. I don't think it was COVID. I think it was his proximity to blackness and kids wanting to play. You mean to tell me I get to play football, I get to play for a Hall of Fame coach, and I get to be around black people? Sign me the fuck up.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The Brendan Marion going over to Colorado to be the OC and bringing his offensive style, the go-go style offense, I don't think it would
Yeah, that's
translate to. Now he did it. Now it did translate at UNLV because you had those type of athletes at UNLV. You gotta have the. You gotta have the. I mean, you got the system, but you gotta have the QB. Is Julian Lewis going to be your QB to run that offense right there? You got to be able to. The offense is intricate, so it's like it to my point from what I heard from Blue and from Zach and Gerald. The reason why that Coach Marion left Sacramento State is because it's a shit show over there.
It is.
it is.
It is publicly.
Damn.
Yes, I don't like for
and
everyone who
it's
talks bad about HBCUs. If this was FAMU, boy, we would. Yeah, we talk about the FAMU drama. They just don't have people that cover it like we cover HBCU stuff. But I think Troy, you mentioned something. You have that Fang Exchange thing behind you, and Jamal, you mentioned it too. The other thing that Prime is going to struggle with, the other schools in the Big 12 have unlocked the clip. Like Jackson State emptied the clip. Like just talk about not just what y'all did as far as recruiting, talk about facilities. Talk about like Jackson State became so sexy because y'all did so much that HBCUs were banging on the table saying we need to do this, we need to do that. And Jackson State was like, nah, we're doing this. And you had the face and the persona to do it. The problem Dion's run into is he's in a conference where you have the miniature versions of every big school. You got the miniature Notre Dame and BYU. And let's keep it a beam. If you've never seen what BYU can do, ask Florida State.
Yep.
Them Mormons came down to Tallahassee and talk about walking your trap and take your trap. Then people took over Doak.
Yeah.
And we're just as happy to do it. They come to UCF, they take over this people's state. Wherever BYU goes, their fans follow and they are
But
loyal.
but
Like,
a lot of all people also don't realize you have a church of Jesus of Latter-day Saints in your city. You don't even
yes,
notice them.
yes,
It's a
The
lot of them. They carry
coach,
a big enrollment.
yes,
the
yes.
Now
coach
here's another thing.
went to the church to say, "Hey, I want to resign. I need money for players. They're
Them
doing it for
motherfuckers own
basketball.
they
Do it for
fucking own
football."
Ancestry.com. They got the money.
They
They
got it.
own Ancestry.com. They
Now
got the money.
They didn't get
The
money from
only
Ancestry. They got it from Crumble. Fucking
here's another
Crumble.
thing.
I was finna say that. Hell no. I'm not
Here's
gonna say
another
that
thing.
word. I ain't gonna get us in trouble. But that man that owned Crumble,
Here's another thing too, with the reason why it's gonna be hell in the Big 12 for Prime in Colorado for next season too. You got to look at the coaches that you got out there too. Like I said, Kalani Sataki,
Mhm.
good coach at BYU. Joey
Yep.
McGuire in his third year coming from that came out of the high school ranks. I know, like I talked about this. I know this because he coached at he used to coach at a high school. He brought 3 state championships to Cedar Hill. Is a damn good coach. The coach that just the coach that just left from North Texas to go up to Oklahoma State is going to be a good coach. Why? And guess what? He is going to take his fucking quarterback with him that threw damn near 4,000 yards this year.
Absolutely.
So Oklahoma State is going to go back, just like we talked about. Just like what we talked about. It's always that the money that you got is the old money. BYU got Mormon money,
but it's not just old money, dog. It's new people with
it's
money. I
new
almost said
money.
the N word.
Yeah, new people
Like
with money.
you're
But
dealing
It's
with
new
the
with
East
money.
version of Texas.
Right,
You're dealing with Texas of the
old
East and
money,
UCF.
You got that old money, but then you got that new money coming in too. That's going to is Colorado's going to be stuck in obscurity because you still got teams like Kansas State that's pretty much they're going to get money. Iowa State, I mean, even though they just lost their head coach to go to Penn State, they're still going to get money. You still got the Baylors. They're going to get money from the Baptist Church. TCU. You got to go out there first and foremost and compete on the recruiting trail.
Mm-hmm.
That is first and foremost. You can't do it from sitting at your house. I think your best time you had a recruiter. I mean, I'm be honest with you. When Devin was there.
Yeah,
I'm talking about for Dion in his.
Oh, okay.
See, but Devin wasn't. He was on the recruiting staff. He was not the end all be all like he was at FAMU. So even if he found guys, he still had to send those guys to somebody else for approval. He was just a man in the cubicle.
You know, something we really overlooking, and I'm not gonna let it be overlooked because I've seen this over and over again. Roster construction means something. If you run out and you go get go, and you are now telling us that the quarterback that you got is now going to be an option quarterback because that's what the go offense is.
What
it's going to be an option quarterback. I got news for you. And the quarterbacks that fit his system are not 6 foot plus.
No,
which is going to put
not.
you in bad situations when you have to pass the ball, as Florida State.
His
he was inaccurate when he got there, though.
No, but the ideal quarterbacks are Daniel Richardson size.
Exactly.
Andrew Body, honestly.
Yeah, a 6 footer, but once your quarterback get past 6'2" and go side, he too fucking big.
Yep.
That's the reason why Caleb Newton was able to excel at Howard with that offense.
Yep.
Yeah, so if they can't find the quarterback they need that's in between 5'10" and 6'2", that want to go to Boulder and play in sub-zero temps, He
And
I
has
then
to
the
don't
put
other,
him
want to
up.
go see him play in sub-zero temp.
Hello.
and then the
I
other
watch
thing
him
about
on
it,
TV and be
and then the
cold.
other thing about it is if your kids don't understand that scheme, it ain't gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
It's not
Hell,
gonna
we
work.
just
If you're a wide receiver, your ass think you're gonna go out there and try to get 1,000 yards, you are in the wrong place. That's why
yep.
I've been telling folks about Jackson State with our wide receivers. If you trying to come in and you think you're gonna catch 1,000 yard, be 1,000 yard wide receiver at Jackson State, you're not. If you look at
But
if you look at
LCS teams don't throw the ball like that. None of
no,
them do.
it's FCS teams that do throw the ball like that. But what I'm
Who?
saying is,
Normally, Big
Southern
12
Illinois.
teams.
yeah, it's.
Oh,
I'm
I'm sorry. You
saying
said
is,
FCS. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
I'm
said
saying is,
LCS teams.
yeah, I'm saying is TC's philosophy came from old school John. He was offensive coordinator John Shannon. TC and Jerry Mack. Just think about that. Jerry Mack became the head coach at North Carolina Central. Who was the OC at Central? It was TC. What type of offense they had? It was a balanced offense. It was more run. It was more run centric. You're gonna have your 1,000 yard rusher. Your quarterback probably throw for like 2,500 yards or 2,000 yards. Your receiver probably gonna have about 600-700 yards receiving and a couple, some touchdowns. The same thing Jerry Mack doing down at Kennesaw State.
No, he not there no more. Didn't they get hire him in Memphis? Or I'm thinking about
No,
somebody else.
No. That's your boy. That's my frat.
Okay.
that's Charles Huff.
But no,
Yeah.
but Jerry Mack name did get bought up in Memphis though, right?
Yeah, it got brought up.
Memphis.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
it
got brought up
Kansas.
because he's from. I mean, yeah, Jerry Mack from Memphis though.
Okay.
I hope Kennesaw State complete his extension. They need to go ahead and
Hey,
get him.
Kennesaw State got a smart AD, so I think they will.
He's amazing.
He is amazing.
So
He's at
that's why.
FAMU.
He was.
And
And we
saying,
and we were on a good trajectory when he was there.
And we
And-
pissed
you
down
know,
our leg.
that I was
Yes,
saying
we
that,
did.
and I was saying like, okay, well, yeah, we had the last 2 years we had 2 1,000 yard rushes. This season we had 1,000 yard rusher. We had a dude that's rushed for 700 and another dude that rushed for 600. You had 2 quarterbacks that threw for 1,100 yards.
So it ain't it's not the TC is developing running backs. Point blank period.
Yeah.
TC's developing players.
Because back then, because I'm gonna be honest with you, back in the day when TC played at Jackson State, when he was their quarterback, then he went over to receiver at Jackson State. We believed in running the football, and then we had a quarterback that threw for about 2,500 yards. We had one quarterback that threw for 3,000 yards. That was the time we won the national championship in '96. But then when TC was out there, TC was an option quarterback when he played at Jackson. He's an option quarterback. But when Robert Kent came into the fold, Robert Kent, Superman came in and said that I am going to be the starter. And when he went out there to throw and he threw the ball all around the field, TC was like, I got to find some place to put myself on the field because I don't want to level in obscurity. That's the reason why he switched to receiver. And he became one of the best receivers in school history. So, because he got the records to show for it. So you think about it, that's the type of philosophy that we had. It's not about the breeding of the running backs. It's just the fact that he wants the offense to be balanced. He doesn't want it to be one-sided. Now, when he took over play calling in 22, 21, I think that was a game where we blew out Alabama A&M, the 61, the pink scooter game. He wanted to be more balanced. But Prime wanted to inflate the numbers for Shador, so it was to say, yeah, my son can throw for over 3,000 yards if he comes to FBS, if he comes to Power 5. He could throw for 3,000 yards. He did it at Colorado for 2 more years. But what did it take him this first year? He got sacked damn near 60 times.
But they
So
also
hold
didn't
on.
have a line his first year.
But that
Yeah,
wasn't the
and
issue.
what I'm saying is
Hold
the same.
on. Y'all keep saying about the line. Remember the offensive coordinator that they brought in from what was it, Toledo? They
Sean
had that
Kelly.
fast break run offense.
Sean
He
Kelly.
was fast break run. They took that fast break run offense and said, we want to be able to do all this pass. It was a mismatch from the word go. Of course it wasn't going to work. The thing that made them look good is they played that TCU game, that first game. And TCU was bad.
He said, how can you be Superman, Doc? No, we're talking about Robbie Kent. His nickname is Superman, bro.
Yeah.
He came in and threw. He was one of the first. He was the second player. He was the second quarterback ever to throw for 3,000 yards at Jackson State. And that was before Casey Terrio came into Jackson State, threw for over 3,000 yards 2 years in a row.
That's that white tiger, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that white boy's. Jackson State had a couple years of slinging the offense, like offense being proficient at the quarterback position. Yeah.
His nickname was Superman. The boy would play.
We gotta get back on topic.
Yeah,
we really gotta get back on topic.
In high school, they called him Superman because he played football, basketball, baseball, and he ran track. Come on now.
Every Tuesday and Thursday we go lift.
Yeah, I know. We got to get back on topic though, because there's some stuff we do got to get to.
And I'm not going to bed.
I'm gonna take. My bad. We're gonna take a break from HBCU football. We're gonna come back, but we got to talk about. We got to talk
about Southern women basketball.
Well, that too. We do definitely got to talk. You know what? We're gonna talk about that right after this. College football playoffs came out. I ain't pleased, but I'm also pleased.
Nah, I'm pleased with it.
I'm pleased. The Irish ain't need to be nowhere near nobody motherfucking. You know what? The Irish, Notre Dame football is the nigga at the gas station that be like, "Hey, I ran for 1,000 yards in high school, nigga. You 40."
Is he the Al Bundy? Wait a minute, he's the Al Bundy.
Man, them niggas couldn't do nothing with me in high school. Boy, you been out of high school 20 years. Them boys don't even know who you are.
We know Jamal tired. We know Jamal is tired. He didn't use the N-word like 3 times now. We know he's sleeping. I see it. Listen, the filter completely off. That's fine.
Christmas is in 2 days. And this is my technically 3rd day at work, and I have already logged 40 hours. I'm wore the fuck out, and I got 2 more days to go.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Alabama shouldn't even be in the playoff either.
Alabama should not be in the playoffs. Thank you.
Nor Oklahoma.
That either.
So, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna put y'all in these slings and arrows. This all me.
Oh no.
No, we said it.
Don't do that.
I don't give a damn. They can come find me. I got time. I don't, but I do.
Fuck them ragged ass helmets.
Fuck play like a champion.
Fuck the Rocket Ismail. Fuck your second chair flute player. Fuck your piccolo player. Fuck your ragged ass drum. Fuck your fake deity. Fuck your AD. I ain't forgot that y'all voted to sue Florida State. I ain't forgot. So when Florida State was telling y'all, hey, things ain't right, we need to make some changes, you was like, nah, we good. We got our $50 million over here to ourselves. Fuck you getting another 10, 15 million. No, it was all good. It was all good about a week ago. But now the ACC is a smear campaign. Ain't nobody thinking about you. Nobody even brought you up.
Ain't nobody
they said
see you,
the IBIS deserve to be in the playoffs because of X, Y, and Z. You just happen to be the dumbass that took your ass down to that regular ass NFL stadium, got
And
your
got
ass
beat
beat
down.
in front of all your fans because you know they fans ain't show up, and now we supposed to feel sorry for you.
And got
If
beat.
you don't kiss my entire natural black ass, fuck you.
Sound
And
like
then,
white
wait,
women
wait, wait, wait.
syndrome
And
to
then
me.
time out. And then they went down to Kyle Field in College Station and
And
got
got
both ways
their
out of
ass
Aggies.
whooped again. They
Oh,
got
oh,
whooped
So
again.
the two
oh,
teams that you lost to are in the playoffs because they whooped your ass.
And then want
the-
to say, hey, we going to be guaranteed. Bitch, the NCAA about to not exist. Everybody finna fucking sue them.
And you know who I'm getting tired of right now? I'm getting tired of Paul Feinbaum with his loud ass mouth. Talking about it needs to be more. They need to get rid of the G5 to getting into the playoff. But ain't that what the reason why you expanded
That
the
was the
playoff was in the
playoffs.
first
That was the
place?
playoffs for. And
you
then, I
expanded the
mean,
playoffs and conference championships,
And
which
conference
Vanderbilt
champion-
can't never get into.
But Vandy did have a good ass season though.
Yeah,
They had a
Vandy
good
had a
season.
good season.
They had
But
a
we
good
all know
season.
they're a
It
baseball
don't
school
matter.
now.
Hey, the doctors of Nashville said we can play football too.
They had to get a thug at quarterback to do it though.
The hell, who else was gonna deal with that shit?
Because Pavia is straight up thug. I like him though.
I'm still mad that Dion said he wasn't gonna start in front of Shador at Jackson State.
Ooh.
And that's why he went to Nashville and whooped everybody's ass in a better conference.
He went. Wait, he was at New Mexico State,
He
wasn't
was at New
Mexico
Mexico
State.
State.
He bounced around a couple times.
He
I
was at
think
New
I think
Mexico State.
Vanderbilt.
He beat. Remember, he beat Auburn at New
Hey,
Mexico State.
wait. I'm thinking about something, and I could have my years off. That damn receiver from Valley, wasn't he supposed to go to Vanderbilt?
Which
Was he
one?
from
Yeah.
Valley? Fuck, was he? I can't
No,
think
he
his
was
name.
wasn't valid. It was some. I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah, he was from
he was
the
supposed to go
SWAC.
to Vanderbilt, but he never
It
showed up on.
might have been PB, but listen, he had an SEC talent.
Are you talking about Rockwell? Josiah Rockwell?
No, I don't think it was Rockwell. It should have been these last 1 or 2 years. Somebody in the comments will probably say it.
Mm.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't
I
give
ain't giving no Freeman. No, listen, man.
Come
first
on,
off,
Mr. Charles. We ain't
so-
giving you no great.
we're
No,
not.
you gotta
We're
know
not.
out there where your game
not.
is.
Wait. Freeman don't even call himself a black man, so why should I?
Exactly. If he was my
Why should
color,
I?
they would have gotten rid of him by
Nobody
now.
sees his blackness but us. He don't even call himself a black man.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wait,
y'all
he's on that
remember-
Mike Tirico stuff?
Yes.
Wow.
what you got? What you got to say about that, Marlo?
Marlo real quiet. I don't know.
I'm
Look.
just listening because I remember back in the day when like rankings meant something. Like when people
strength of
played,
schedule meant something.
yes, when people played and it wasn't like it was. You went to the two polls, the coaches poll and the AP poll. It had to be in the year you had a national champion. Now, this shit is just crazy. It really is a money grab.
Hey, you know what?
We gonna tell the truth, or we gonna tell the whole truth? They just didn't want to see Florida State win no more. That's why we had to change the polls. They got sick of seeing Florida State, and that's the championship
You
game.
know what?
And that's cool.
No, you know what, Troy? You might be on to something, but I don't think it was just Florida State. I think they were sick of Florida schools, period.
Yeah,
Florida State.
University of Florida
Because
was
if
kicking everybody
it
ass.
wasn't Florida State, it was UL. It was Bootskins. If it wasn't Bootskins, it was Ibis. I think they just got fucking sick and tired of Florida schools, period.
And now we can't get Ohio State out of this place, so they keep
Bro,
taking the
who
best
was
recruits.
shit?
I'm so
Ohio
sick of them.
State and motherfucking Alabama.
And UGA too.
Them two.
UGA starting linebacker is the son of a FAMU rattler.
Man,
Wow.
I
From
just
Tallahassee.
love. Hey, look, I just love the fact of how Georgia just goddamn dragged Alabama all up and down the field on Saturday. That shit had put a smile on my face.
Shout out to J Dot.
Shout out.
That shit put a smile on my face. I was like, oh man. And then who the fucking thought Indiana?
Oh, I did.
I did.
I
I
did
saw
not.
that one.
Absolutely.
I saw
If you
that
paid
one.
attention, if you paid attention to Indiana all season, they follow the process.
Mm-hmm.
They bought in hook, line, and sinker. Them players play to their process, and
And
it's
another thing, like a lot
line
of
up and
us,
beat us.
have you ever been to Bloomingdale, Indiana?
I ain't never
No.
been to Bloomingdale.
No,
I used to pass through it when
Bloomington.
Bloomington. I used to pass through it when I lived in Indianapolis. You don't want to go there, so it makes sense.
yeah,
They literally have one exit. That's it.
yeah, and what people don't understand is these kids that was their national championship. If they don't win another game,
Mm-mm.
they slayed the dragon.
I mean, Indiana is a basketball school, so to have a
Yeah.
good football team is like, what are we doing?
You
The
just watch the
football
con.
team good too.
Watch the extension this coach signed up. He
Oh, he
ain't
already
going
got his
nowhere.
picture.
Oh
He
yeah,
got to
he
sign
already
his
got his money. He
extension.
ain't going nowhere.
He ain't going
Yeah.
nowhere.
No. Hey, Charles, Bloomington is the sundown town. It's not next door. It's Bloomington. That you know what? And the University of Indiana literally has an unsolved murder case of a black student that lived on campus. Bloomington is the sundown town
Bloomington's so racist. The best fraternity in the world was created partially because of how racist the city
because
is.
of how racist it was. And I'm telling y'all, if I was about running out of gas and I was coming up on the Bloomington exit when I was going back to Indianapolis, I kept fucking riding. And to make matters worse, the town that I worked in had one high school. It was 99% white, and the goddamn mascot was the Red Dragon. Please tell me who else has the mascot of a Red Dragon.
Mm.
Thank you for coming to my goddamn TED Talk. That's the state of Indiana.
Yep. So you think about this in the college football playoff, you got Tulane that's going up against Ole Miss again. But it might be different because I think Tulane is playing. They are hot. They playing good football,
And they got their coach.
and they got
I
their
was about
coach.
to say they got their coach. I mean, but they letting some raw coach in the bowl game.
Yeah, they
though.
let them summer out coach in the playoff. You
Yeah.
have James Madison.
Yeah.
Who that thought James Madison going up? They got to go
I
all the way.
don't want to
across
hear that
the-
shit. They won their conference. If you win your conference, your ass get in. I'm
Thank
tired of
you.
this
Win-
shit.
But how the
Oh, I'm not
fuck
mad
you
at
win
it.
your
They just gonna get
I
beat.
ain't mad at it.
Wait,
I ain't mad. They gonna get belt applied to their behind.
Wait, we not mad at it, but how the fuck you win your conference, fire your coach, and hire Billy fucking Napier?
I mean, he's had success
So-
at the G5 level. He
That's why
just
I'm glad he
No,
is.
but
FUF. Like,
no. You win the conference and fire the coach. That's where I'm stuck at.
I thought the coach quit.
He
Did
quit.
he quit?
The coach
Yeah, he
quit.
quit.
He quit.
What the hell?
Billy Napier is
But
good
then
for
you
the
got
G5
now
level.
you
He's
got to
just
go
not good
cross
for
No,
UF.
country.
Billy
Now you got
Napier
to
is
go
not
cross
a
country
bad
and play
coach.
Oregon.
He just was not supposed to be in goddamn
The
in
SEC.
Alachua County. He just was not supposed to be there.
Gainesville's not for everybody though.
It is not. Just like
Like-
Leon County ain't for everybody.
No.
Now, then you got who else is playing against each other? You got okay. We just said Alabama going up against Oklahoma, which, like I said,
Oklahoma probably gonna get mollywopped.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Alabama can't score.
They
Their
can't.
offense is terrible.
Mm.
They have no running. What in your recent history that you can think
Nigga, the
of?
3 yards.
When has Alabama running game been non-existent?
before
Never.
Nick
That time
Saban
that
got
racist tried to kill
Because
Tyrone Prothro.
Nick
This,
Saban was gonna get him a running back. He didn't give a damn what he had to get him from. He was gonna get him a
he,
running back.
he had
Yeah.
4
Hey,
at all
when y'all
times.
got when they got
Hey,
that when they got that coach from the upper northwest who wanted to throw it all over the field, I said this is not gonna work in the SEC.
That's a job you take because you want the money, not because you want the joy. Like you're never happy at the University of Alabama.
hell no,
They trying to fire him right now.
but being fired and still getting paid $12 million, the best job in the world is a fired football coach.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be like Ed Orgeron when I get older.
The
And
shit,
he happy.
listen,
Ed is
Hell yeah.
happy.
Ed ain't tripping.
That's
But
why
then
I know
you got
you-
then
shit.
you got
I
you got
take Willie Taggart. That man got fired, quit, and ended up in the NFL.
That's what we're doing today. That's what we're doing
and,
today.
and let's
And the
see
shit, I just again,
Texas
stop me when
A&M
I'm
versus
lying.
Texas A&M versus Miami.
Texas
And
A&M
then
goes
Texas A&M.
doors off of them.
I'm going Texas A&M with that.
and then your first
It's not going to be. It's not
It's
going to
not
be as
gonna be
bad.
close.
Now here's the reason why I'm gonna tell you like this. Here's the reason why Notre Dame funky ass didn't get to the playoffs. First of all, Tulane and James Madison won their conferences. Second of all, BYU couldn't beat Texas Tech on Saturday.
Get
Third
to the
of all,
important one.
Just
It
couldn't
is. Get
beat
to
them.
it.
They got
third of all,
dog doo-doo beat
third
out
of
of them.
all, Indiana beat Ohio State.
That ain't it.
That
Keep
was
going. You almost there. You
They beat
almost there.
Florida.
Let's
Keep
go.
going, keep going.
You almost there.
And fucking Duke wins the ACC.
Duke.
Let's
who
go,
fired
Duke.
that
Let's
coach,
go, Duke.
Manny
Let's go,
Diaz,
Duke.
and he won the ACC before.
Wait,
ACC.
Wait, it gets better. What school did Manny Diaz graduate from?
University of
The
Miami.
University of Miami.
No, I thought he graduated from Florida State.
Wait, oh my God.
Man,
But he coached that.
Did he
That's what it
graduate from
is.
Florida State?
Yes, he did.
Bro, Manny Diaz is a Seminole?
Damn.
You got to be fucking shitting me.
Yes, indeed.
I
Manny
thought that
Diaz
man
is a
was
Seminole,
an
just like
Ibis.
Mark Ricketts and Ibis.
No. So Manny Diaz went down to Miami with Mark Rick, was an assistant coach, came back as the head coach. The Ibis got rid of him. He matriculated his way to Duke, where in which he hired.
Before that, he went to I think he went to Mississippi State.
Yeah, he went to Mississippi State.
He went to Texas, Mississippi State, and then he. So
He got
that-
all the
No, he was
if you
somewhere
want-
else
so
before
Notre Dame,
Mississippi.
if you want to be mad at somebody, be mad at the fucking Duke Blue Devils.
He was somewhere else
Don't be
before
mad at
Southern
Duke.
Mississippi.
Don't be mad at Duke. Be mad at Virginia because they couldn't beat fucking Duke in the damn championship game.
I told
Be
y'all
mad at
this at the
When the
beginning
fuck
of the
does
season.
Virginia beat any goddamn body?
They beat Florida State.
They sure did.
I was
And
driving.
when was that? How long
Shit.
ago that was?
Woo,
A
shit.
couple weeks ago? I was driving.
Oh, I'm not talking about this year. I'm talking about in the
I'll never
when
forget you talking about that
championship.
when they cheated Ward down on the goal line.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Cheated mine. Never mind. I was trying not to have.
I remember watching that game right there.
Question, Troy. I'm gonna ask you since we might see people returning to their alma mater. Would you bring Manny Diaz as the new head coach of the Florida State University?
Hell no. He'll go burn the damn stadium down himself.
The day
He'll be on the
day
warfare.
he put that Ibis shirt on, he was dead to me.
Told you.
Okay.
I know who I am. I'm honest about who I am as a person. I am my
You sure
mama's
about
child.
that? Because you like to call yourself a good guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Isn't it?
Hate on Virginia because you didn't get in. Hate on Virginia because you didn't get in. If they would have won and BYU would have won, then you would have been the championship. You would have been in the playoff.
No.
Carson Beck. That's your fault.
No.
But here's the thing, though. But here's the thing, though.
Hate on losing 2 games.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
but here's the thing, though. Even if you did get in, guess who you're going to play? you either gonna play Texas Tech. You're gonna play Texas Tech in the playoff. Because Texas Tech would have took one of those spots right there, especially from I was gonna say, especially from Oklahoma. I'm just saying,
y'all know I don't.
or Alabama.
You lost to Louisville and you lost to your former employee in Texas. Rhett Lashley used to be your offensive coordinator, and you went over to Dallas and laid an egg. You lost at home to Louisville. I'm gonna say it wrong on purpose.
It's Louisville.
Like, I'm just saying.
Imagine my country ass up north and they like, oh, we're going to Louisville this week. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Louisville? They talking about no, Jay, it's Louisville. Well, that shit ain't got no why.
If you on the eastern part of the state, you're gonna hit Louisville. But I'm just gonna say this. For everybody that keep acting like Texas Tech ain't who they is, they have a linebacker who should be the Heisman front runner. They have a SEC defense. They have an
NFL defense.
I'm sorry. They have a Big 12, old school Big 12 offense. Old school. Keep playing with them people. You're going to fuck around and find out.
And they got a head coach.
The head coach know what he know how to do. He know how to do it. I told y'all. I ain't tell y'all this, but I said the third year he coached my high school, we was 1-9. In year 3, we won the state championship. And then we went back 3 years in a row with him from between 2012 to 2014. First time we lost to Katy, and the other 2 times we beat them.
Coaching matters.
Coaching matters.
Coaching
matters, and getting the players, getting the talent matters too.
No, I think we said it. Coaching matters, roster construction matters.
There you go.
Yep.
I remember a time when a head coach would actually go after recruits themselves, show up. Hell, Nick Saban used to land a helicopter on the football field.
Yep.
Oh, Mike Norvell, he done flown a helicopter down here to Orlando 2-3 times. He just keep losing.
Man, that man wasting goddamn jet fuel. Stay your ass in Tallahassee. You ain't gonna do nothing. Shut up, Troy. I'm sorry, y'all.
Davin Cook talked about when they recruited him to Florida State and how he used to get out of school every day, and there would be 10 or 12 black Tahoes parked outside of his house every day. They went to see that dude every day.
It's
the same thing with his brother.
It's a thing about this. Like even with University of Texas, when Matt Brown was the head coach, he went down to Hiram Clark to Houston, Texas. Hiram Clark in the hood to go get Vince Young to go play for him.
Yeah,
he did not. You got to meet where they at.
And that's the thing about, like I said, with Deion, you can't just sit from your perch and think kids are going to come play for you. You got to get your ass up out of there. Especially if you're going to alienate a whole state where you live at. I mean, where you used to live at in Texas. Oh, they're not going for that.
Nope. Bobby Bowden, until he was old, would still pull up at your school. Like, I distinctly remember walking into the locker room and looking over to the right and be like, "Oh shoot, Bowden's here today." And it was nothing because Bobby Bowden literally lives around the corner from me. So literally, you make a left, you make a right, you make a left. Bobby Bowden's house is still in the golf course. Like, you go by it right now and it's decorated.
Bobby Bowden I got to visit.
Bobby Bowden came to Dallas over to Carter High School to get fucking Clifton Abraham.
Bobby Bowden went
to East Texas. He went to East Texas to Tyler, Texas to get fucking David Warren.
And you want to know where else he came? And he was there every other week or every time we had a good team with no hesitation. Motherfucking Quincy. And Quincy Shanks, you would be when Quincy Shanks was open, they used to play at Corey Field. Corey Field was owned by the city. It was right in front of the school. School didn't have their own goddamn field. Well, they had their own field, but it was in a hole. You could not play it. There were many Friday nights I was at Corey Field to watch whether it was Quincy Saints play Rookies, Quincy Saints versus Bay High School, Quincy Saints versus fucking Madison. And guess who was over there in the corner? Bobby and Mickey fucking
You know what?
Andrews.
This is not finna be the truck crash out on Mike Norville's section. We got to move on. We got to talk about Southern women's basketball because they finna make me fucking broke. I don't know
They
what the
damn
fuck you.
show up and I'm proud
We didn't
of
get it. So we didn't get a chance to podcast last. Did we talk about Marshall Faulk?
No, we have
We
not
gonna
talked
get to that.
about
We
Marshall
gonna
Faulk.
get to that because it's a whole coaching segment. We gonna get to that.
Let's
We
go.
definitely
let's
gonna get to that. But we got to give the Southern women's basketball team they do. They knocked off two Big 12 school or two. Was it two
Big
Big?
12.
No, I'm sorry. Two
Two,
Big 12.
they absolutely did.
Arizona and
The
University of Houston.
the
So-
University of Houston never led in that game.
With the former FAMU basketball player, right?
What
That
they-
got jettisoned off the team.
Wait a minute! Not
I am
just a former
Last
basketball
year.
player. Her daddy is fucking O'Teeman. He was a goddamn quarterback. Her daddy has a damn championship from playing football at fucking FAMU. In interviews, she told people, "I am playing for FAMU. I don't care how bad the record is. I am supposed to play for FAMU." The theme for this show is coaching and roster construction fucking matters. That's the theme for this week.
Yep.
I'm gonna move on because I know I'm gonna say something that's gonna get me in trouble. So
It
I'ma
ain't nothing
move
to
on.
say. She in a fucking contract year. And we haven't won a game yet. And you know what? Nah, fuck that. Gloves off. Because basketball is my damn sport. This is probably the most talented team. The most talented team she has ever fucking recruited since she's been here. We have not won a game. Why have we not won a game? Because they have no offense. They have no clue what to do when basketball is like football. Your point guard should know what the fuck to do when you down to your last 2 minutes in the quarter and you still got a lead, or you down to the last 2 minutes in your quarter and you need a three, or you need a foul, or you need fucking one to either tie the game or take the lead. They have no direction on what to do when they have a lead, lose a lead, or damn near about to win. They are not disciplined, and they have to look to her for every fucking thing. If you don't trust your point guard, you gonna lose. And our point guard is too fucking short. I like Pure 4, but she's too short. She can't see a damn thing. That's my soapbox for the day. By FAMU winning basketball, I'm gonna leave it the hell alone. I'm gonna say something mean.
Okay. But again, now I'm gonna put it on the screen real quick. So I have this thing called the Johnny Black program, right? And essentially what it is I donate to a who knock off good PWIs. You can't be beating sisters. That's not how this works. That's not how that work. But last year, the Johnny Black budget ran into some problems. It was too many women's and men's schools knocking off teams. So what I thought was gonna be like, a round like $250 donation round. Yeah, we hit like 700 before January.
Hey, that's a good problem to have, bro.
No, it ain't. I got
Not for you, but I say it on this show all the time that basketball is our equalizing sport. And I think people who are not like basketball fans are starting to see it. Like you look at what Coach Query is doing in at Grambling. You looking at the women on both sides. I think Alabama A&M has knocked off a PWI. Southern has knocked off two. Last season was the same thing. No, that was PB has knocked off a PWI opponent. And you look over at the MEAC. Howard is a scary team. Anybody should be afraid to play Howard women's basketball right now.
So I
But
think
Howard
I got 2 donations for Howard
Mm-hmm.
2 donations for Southern, 1 for UAPB. That's just off the top of my head. Now, if you want to join in, and what I'm asking you guys is for each one of these Johnny Black donations, I'm giving $5. I want everybody, if you can, if you are able, to donate $5 to their either women's or men's program. When you put in hashtag Johnny Black donation, that'll give you the teams that have knocked off PWIs and have been super early and out of conference schedule. So if you will donate $5 to their program, men's and women's, to help them. I ain't rich, I ain't a millionaire, but if I can take some lunch money that I ain't gonna use because I'm with somebody or with the blonde head lady or whatever the case may be, I got a few extra dollars. That's gonna go towards the Johnny Black donation. So that's gonna be that.
Yeah,
And if
I see
y'all can
your I
help
see
me
your
out,
$10 for Southern. I'll send it on Friday.
yeah. So that's all I wanted to do was get everybody involved because if we don't look out for each other, who will?
Well, y'all pray for us on tomorrow because we got University of Houston in Houston tomorrow.
I mean,
Who, men or the women?
Men's.
men. Oh
Okay.
man, speaking of which, Houston coach had some very kind and glowing words for Coach Mo.
Kevin Sampson.
Kelvin
Yeah, kind of
Sampson
going
said
worse
that
for
coach, he
everybody
like.
though.
That's true too. But he did say, he did say he had Coach Mo come in and talk to his guys. He had his Coach Mo run a practice. He said that he likes the fact that Coach Mo is young. By the way, Coach Mo is getting close to my age. That Coach Mo.
What you talking about? Coach Mo ain't number like 40, 41, 42 years
He's
old.
41? Oh, okay. All right. So maybe he ain't that old. But he likes young guys that, come in and want to learn and soak up the knowledge and warm and butter them up. They might, oh my God, please just come out healthy. Come out healthy.
Right. No injuries, get your check, go home.
Yep. Now, if y'all happen to knock them off, we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate it.
What?
SWAT versus everybody in basketball. Ain't even lying to you.
HBCUs with everybody. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you.
And not even gonna hold you. I mean it. I don't give a damn. Beat their ass.
That private school in Daytona, when it's basketball season, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When
I'm glad you brought that up.
Wait a minute.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm
Hold on.
glad you brought that up. Hold on, Marlo. Hold on.
Yeah, I
I'm
only
gonna
hope
give you your
Marlo
time.
we ain't giving a state nothing.
Hold on,
Me
Marlo.
giving their shit. Not even. First of all, I hope them kids do great. But as long as they got that damn uniform on, it is for them.
I was gonna give you a whole opportunity, a legitimate segment to get it all off your chest, but you just want to jump the gun.
I ain't jumping no gun. I got plenty more.
Man.
I got some plenty.
Hey, shout out to Illinois State for dethroning the champs in FCS football.
That was nice.
Yeah.
In the last 4 minutes of the game.
I was not expecting that shit at all.
Score 15 points in the last 4 minutes of the game. Shout out to
Canada Junior.
Yeah.
You got to throw the fucking football.
Who not
throw the football?
Who not thought South Dakota State? Wasn't it Montana State? I think Montana State.
I think Montana State, yeah. But yeah, we just skipped over a whole section that I was trying to get to because Marlo pulled out the chopper prematurely.
What you mean prematurely? Marlo always got a sniper pointed at that school. What you mean?
Always.
I got 6 shots.
But I'm setting up the bit. I was gonna ask the question: should we worry about Bethune-Cookman's men's program, who early in the season, almost knocked off Auburn and have underperformed since?
No, we ain't worried about them. They're gonna come back to the conference. I mean, he spent all the money on basketball anyway. They'll be all right.
He definitely do.
Okay.
But that's what happens when your AD is also a coach, procasses.
I'm 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 just waiting for you to just because you told me to hold on. But this is can it go?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Let me go ahead and get the band out now.
Why you getting the banner? When your head coach has a lazy curl and it is
Interview him.
2025,
Oh my god.
that's where the problem starts. Then
Oh,
then you go out and you blow your whole everything you put in them kids in the whole off season in the first game and y'all on win. Now they ain't got no more bullets. Now they just twirling around, forgetting how to run plays, doing BCU stuff. And then when you have a home game, you gotta bring people to that gym, hoping they get dehydrated enough to go to the concession stand.
they don't even have boiled peanuts though. I don't have that problem when I'm at FAMU in the
Where
snack
they
bar.
gonna put them at?
They put them at the end of that little fold up table.
They can't, cause they already got the popcorn that they had to pop th- on somebody damn hot plate. There's a lot of problems with that. Like, but when I
Hey, maybe Reggie need to take some of that money and buy them another table.
no,
We
they
should see
just
what
need to. They just need to get in it, sign an agreement to play at the little coliseum.
we'll see
That's
what
true.
they do when in January when conference play starts.
You can't keep having your fan base come in there, climb the stairs to go to the top of the bleachers, to sit in between somebody's legs. You can't
Oh,
do that.
Marlo. Oh, Marlo. Oh, shit. Oh,
Where the lie at
oh,
in it?
oh, god damn.
Where is the lie at in it? I think they have potential because they can get kids. Hell, they let everybody in the school,
I was about to say they
so
got a 99% acceptance rate. Of course they can get kids.
they can get kids. They just don't do nothing with them. They get them in there. They sell them this big dream, and then they are mid or less. In the last 2 years, BCU has had probably the most success across their programs than they've had in a minute. But it's fool's gold.
Hey, Troy, Bryce ain't inviting y'all to shit else.
Ever. Ever.
Wait a minute.
And again, Bryce gonna look real good in orange and green when he in Tallahassee next year. Congratulations,
I
Bryce.
I like Bryce. I
He
do.
gonna,
I do.
Bryce,
He is.
Bryce gonna look good in orange and green when we get rid of that bald and ginger.
Hey man. Hey
No,
man.
no,
Hey, you know
no,
what?
no. We're not gonna do that. Yeah, but our current guy, he take good care of us.
Amazing. You know what? I don't care. Fuck Josh. I hold
I didn't
grudges.
say nothing about
When the
Josh.
wedding?
I didn't say nothing about
When
Josh.
the wedding, Dennis?
If we can get Bryce to come to Tallahassee, you ain't gonna have no problems. We have better product. Get in line. Follow the game plan.
I can't. We gotta move on. We gotta move on. Yeah, nope. Between you and
But
Marlo, oh my god.
as long as he had
Y'all
that
throwing
damn
stones
You
ain't
food,
going
you
nowhere.
you keep sending me this link and you ain't kicked me out the group chat yet for a reason.
Why? God.
Help
uh,
me. Well,
Either I'm gonna
hey,
say it here, or
hey,
I'm gonna
Key,
fucking tweet it, but
hey,
I'm gonna
Key,
say what I got to
help
say.
me. Help me. Nigga.
oh my god.
Look, I could not help but laugh. I promise you. Oh my goodness.
I just talk about their whole university. I don't talk about the kids.
No,
So
it's just the school. The
Look,
kids
it,
are all
I'm
right,
on their
man.
website and everything. I'm literally on the city of Daytona because they don't have a other place to play at. And I'm like, where they
Shit,
gonna play? Where they gonna play ball at? And I guess it has to be at the
the civic
Ocean
center,
Center.
the
There is no
ocean
civic
center,
center. There is no
that's what
civic
I
center.
meant. The
the
Ocean
ocean
Center.
center.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I
like
meant.
the community center for the whole area. Like
You know where they
convention
So,
could
center.
play?
hey,
Where they could
sidebar.
play is
What
across the street.
in the projects?
At
No, at
Mainland.
Malin.
Oh shit!
It is a by far better gym
It is. Vince
than what
Carter
they
put a
put.
lot of money in that facility. Yeah.
Did we talk about the Celebration Bowl? Did we talk about the Celebration Bowl?
No, we
Yeah,
haven't
let's
even
talk
got
about
there
it.
yet.
Okay, all right.
We
I
Let's
ain't
was
talk about
got
just
it.
And,
trying to.
I got a
I was
wild
trying to.
idea for the Florida Classic. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, wait.
and
So
another
Bring it
thing.
back to Tampa. I will find a sky blue Monte Carlo.
Nah,
you
How
ain't
Tampa.
about,
gonna be
how
hard
about
to
this?
find one.
I'll give you one even wilder. And this, I ain't lie, I'm stealing this straight from the white folks. And FAMU has done this before, and Cookman. Put it at the Speedway,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
let's go.
and put it at
Let's
the
go.
Speedway. And what you do is you work with UCF and a couple other schools, and even mainland, and you have the Florida Classic one weekend, UCF another weekend, and have the high schools come through and play some games there. You can even have the freaking Florida State Championship there, and it benefits Cookman because it's right there. You know,
Yeah.
we can
Why in
we
the fuck would we want to benefit them?
All
well
Yeah.
right, man.
they
Yeah.
All
are.
right.
I'm,
You know,
I'm saying, look, you've done it before, and it gives a nice
You
spectacle
got
to the classic.
you got a point. Sidebar. They just redistricting. FHSAA just did a redistricting, and 4A District 2 was Charles, Leon, Lincoln, and Ricketts. I think that is fucking wild.
they
Boy,
all together.
4A District 2, Charles, Leon, Lincoln, and Ricketts. This 3A
did
District 2,
Lincoln
Godby.
fall down? I mean, Leon
mm,
go down?
Yes.
Leon been down. Been down.
Leon been
Leon been on their
down.
knees for 40 years. They ain't
He,
beat. They had Leon has not beaten my high school, Lincoln
and
High
wow.
School, in over 30
3A
years.
3A District 2, Godby and Wakulla. 2A District 2, Florida High and Quincy. District 1A, Class 1A, District 1, FAMU, McClay, North Florida Christian, and the rural schools are now Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, which is wild considering Monroe High School is 5 minutes from Gaston County High School in Taylor County.
That's wild.
When I
That's some
say
good
five,
football though. I ain't gonna hold you.
when I say 5 minutes, them kids that live at Monroe can leave their school walking, and in 5 minutes they looking at Gaston County High School.
That's some good football. City championship means something in Tallahassee now.
Might as
That's
Yeah.
well. Hey, let's go ahead and go to Gene Cop and fight it out every weekend.
because
Might
you
as
ain't gonna let
well.
nobody play nowhere else besides Charles.
That's it. Hell, they get to do what the fuck they want to do.
Well,
Well, we don't have we have redistricting. We have realignment here in Texas in February. We have
Okay.
ours have ours every 2 years, even years.
That's
I
it.
don't
uh,
know what schedule they do it on in Florida now, but it used to be like that. Like every other year, they would just look at because it used to be population size, unless you was a
yeah.
private school.
The
So
No, let
redistrict.
we do it like that. We do we do it by enrollment.
Yeah.
yeah,
The
I don't know what the fuck
redistricting
they look
here
at now.
in Orlando really don't even mean shit because we have school choice.
They just switch. Everybody's gonna go to Jones or Edgewater.
This
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
what it is. All the top
the
tier.
the athletes going to Jones or Edgewater. Edgewater.
Yeah. And Edgewater they had maybe 2 years where they were down, and that didn't last long. They had a year that they brought in from Indiana or something. They got rid of his ass after he went 1-0,
Damn.
and yeah, they after they've been going to the playoffs year after year after year.
Wait a minute. Hey, hell about to freeze over. Miami just elected a Democratic mayor.
Yes, a
That,
woman. for the first time in like
And
28
and it's
years.
a woman.
Yeah,
Let me go play the lottery.
So the
yeah,
Florida
yeah. I
lottery
think
opens up tomorrow on Wednesdays,
We gonna get back to this topic list.
and Marlo wasn't lying about that mainland gym. It do look better than Cookman gym. I had
It
to
way,
look it up.
does.
We just
way
trying to
better.
get us back on topic. Keith just had to throw the red meat out there. You couldn't help yourself.
I
Like
couldn't.
y'all act like I'm just making this up. Like they got choices. They choose like it. Somebody in their schedule say, "Well, we gonna play here because we can keep all the money." What?
Anyway, so this celebration bowl is happening this weekend. We gonna be there. Hopefully we can be there Thursday. I'm gonna try and be there
Oh
early.
shit! I would
I'm
say
trying to be there
pick me
Thursday.
up, but I got to take this lady to see Brandon and
Yeah,
Mama.
don't.
Yeah, my
It
wife
ain't.
gonna be there too.
It ain't worth it, dog. It ain't worth it.
Yeah,
Just we'll send you the
I
report back.
already got an outfit and a haircut, so I can't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't get out of
I
there.
had to. I had to tell frat meeting. I had to cancel on them.
Um,
Yeah, I can't get out of there.
I don't even like. Yeah. So the celebration bowl is this week. Um, Prairie View A&M, South Carolina State. I'll just be honest with you. I have no idea who's gonna win this game. I feel like Prairie View should win, but again, I ain't 100% sure. What
Don't,
I
don't,
am sure
don't.
of,
Up,
what I
Bullets.
South
am
Everybody,
Carolina,
everybody
South
get up.
Carolina State is
Belt.
is nice.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you like this: the defense for Prairie View is gonna give South Carolina State QB some problem because he's a pocket passer. He's not trying to sit. He is not trying to run everywhere. He is trying to sit in the pocket, and that defense is going to confuse him. It is a defense of confusion. It
Yeah,
confuses shit. Plus on Saturday because I ain't never seen 3 down linemen and it just eat up space like that. And then the linebacker just float, just swarm to ball, just swarm. That's the reason why our running game was shut down.
yeah. Y'all can do shit on the ground.
We couldn't do nothing on the ground.
Yeah, they fucked us up too, but it was probably easy with that blind ass quarterback we had.
Shit.
So,
He's in the transfer
so
portal now.
But
I'm
fucking, you know what? Then you know what? If he ends up at Clark Atlanta with Teddy, or over there in Jacksonville with Coach Gucci suit, he'll be alright. But D1 is not for fucking him.
Troy
Wow.
Jamal. But I'm gonna tell you, Trayvon Randall for Prairie View, the safety for Prairie View is a dog. He is a problem. He is a monster. And he is gonna give them folks fits. Now here's the matchup I want to see. I want to see Prairie View wide receivers Josiah Rockwell go up against Jared Washington from South Carolina State, the DB. That's going to be a very interesting matchup right there. Now
no.
I'm gonna tell you this. Tremaine Jackson got Tennis Berry's number from the
He
time
do.
they was in Division Two.
When Kenneth was at Benedict and he was at Randolph State.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
They met
all
in the
of them,
playoffs.
ironically, all of them played each other all the time. Even Quinn when he finally got to Albany State, so they all went against each other all the time. So
Proximity.
if if Quinn just so happens to be the next head coach at FAMU, I think that it's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be very interesting.
Um,
I think that I don't think you under the additional week of playing. I understand that necessarily didn't have a week to fully plan on Prairie View or Jackson, but you had a
Right.
week to plan on both. And
On
then when
both.
Mhm.
the game was over, you were like, well, scrap that. This is the one we got to focus on. I don't think you can undervalue that extra week of being able to scout out an opponent. And there's just a piece of me. They're gonna be physical, but we know Chinnisberry he literally walked into Buddy Pugh's shoes and say, "Oh yeah, I'm South Carolina State through and through," and he just fits the mold. He plays South Carolina State football. They're physical, they're aggressive. I think both teams are physical, but
They got one. They got a extra week to get their players rest.
that part, that's huge. And
That makes the difference.
yeah, and
Yeah,
an
I'm
extra
about to
week.
say Prairie View just left out. I think they left out today to go to Atlanta.
And they
Like
took the bus to Jackson.
they took they took the bus to Jackson. They're flying out. They flew out of I think they flew out of Houston today to since the Celebration Bowl pays for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got the Atlanta today because everything kicks off for the week tomorrow.
Yeah.
But here's another thing: you're gonna see two former Division II head coaches in the Celebration Bowl. Nobody
Yeah.
thought about
Yep.
that. You're gonna see like I said, Tremaine Jackson. He deserved to be Coach of the Year in the SWAC, rightfully so.
Yeah.
I still have my say about Chennis Berry being Coach of the Year in the MEAC because that shit should have went over to Deshaun Jackson.
Definitely, but I think we need to. I can't think of her name. Her name is Jessica or Jessie on Facebook. She said it that year Willie won, and it made a lot of sense. She said, "I know Willie gonna win because they had the best record, but when you talk about Coach of the Year, you really need to start looking at the coach that had the biggest impact." And in the SWAC, that would be Tremaine Jackson, Miak. Hell, again, I said on this show that I didn't think that Deshaun Jackson was gonna be a good head coach. I was fucking wrong.
Well,
I
he
had my
is.
doubts.
Well, congratulations to him because he is Boxer Road HBCU Coach of the Year.
Yeah, he is, but
Yep.
he deserved it because it made
Yeah.
the most sense. When you think about coaching and you giving it to the guy with the best record, you like reward. Of course, it's a reward for the best coach and the best team, but what about the guy that really put in the work to make this team something? Like he walked in with nothing, no facilities, no players, and was just like big. I
And
got it.
I think most of your point though, that's the difference that you're seeing with Deshaun Jackson versus some of the other celebrity coaches. And when you're just a lot of times when we're talking about coaches being fired, we hear names that are just thrown out there versus what you just mentioned. That a coach has to add something to a university that they don't have other than just cachet. And
Hmm.
so what Deshaun Jackson added was two things. One, he added a recruiting base. Number one, it was California. Delaware State's been able to get kids from California that they've never had access to before. But additionally, he
Hmm.
was able to get support from the largest major metropolitan city to Delaware State, which is Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Yep.
And that opened up stuff. Whereas you start talking about some of these other guys where, you saw the other day, Ed Reed to FAMU. What the hell is he bringing to FAMU besides a name and a bad reputation?
Never
Right.
an Ivis. Never.
So
Never, ever.
you have to, as a celebrity coach, you got to bring something new to that school. Dion brought something new to Jackson State. Jackson State already had history, but what they didn't quite have was that mouthpiece. They
Yeah.
had the connections, but they were missing that, and he
I'm
closed the loop. So
I'm going to throw a name out there
come on, Marlon.
for FAMU head coaching that y'all probably ain't think about, but Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy
Man,
Bridgewater needs a few more pecan seasons.
I don't
who
think so.
gonna deal with that PR nightmare?
No, it's not the PR nightmare. It's the
He's too
fact that
young.
he's young and he still wants to play in the NFL. You cannot play in the NFL and be a
The,
D1 head coach.
the
We
only
just
reason he
we
went
just
back to the
had
NFL
a
because they
head
suspended
coach.
him.
He was going back before that. Before they announced the suspension, he said, "I think I want to go back to the league." He said that before the suspension. We just had one coach that wanted to be a fucking umpire in the offseason and not coach.
Nah,
Now
but
we want one that want to be a quarterback in us.
let
That's
let
too
me
much.
let me present his pose. He can tap into a market that FAMU has had access to in the past, but as of late have not. That South Florida market. His teams are winning state championships down there right now. Like that.
I mean,
A
you
few
you
more
gotta
These
say
PK
Cozy was
seasons.
gonna do that too, though.
I think
Respectfully,
we
no,
did
I
because he was
absolutely
from
I
Miami.
I
I
absolutely didn't think he had no
respect
ties down there though.
he's from there.
respectfully, yeah, but
I
he
know,
hasn't
but
been back there
he
in
hasn't been
forever.
back there in forever. Them
Yes, he
kids
has.
don't know him.
Yeah, they
I had
don't.
him on the show when he was down there recruiting.
He was down there recruiting, but he doesn't have any inroads down there.
Gotcha.
Not like Teddy.
I just think Teddy need a few more pecan seasons. If he want to come in and be a wide receiver coach or QB coach, fine, because his entire day isn't tied down with running the program, and he can go be an NFL quarterback in the
I,
offseason.
I got a better
But
question. I got a better question for Marlo. Do you want Teddy Bridgewater post game in front of me?
Yes,
No, you
I
don't.
I
I
I, I think
absolutely do.
I
I
think it
think
would
that's must see TV.
I think it would be interesting.
it
Yes.
would both of them would
Ladies
go
and gentlemen,
viral. It
ladies
would
and
be
gentlemen,
viral.
the two men who have turned off their cameras are chaos agents. Understand. I'm the dude that said, I know you said don't ask me about your quarterback, and then asked him about his quarterback. You want that man in front of me?
Yeah, because a coach job is to answer for everything that happens with his program. If
Yep.
if they don't want you to ask a question, do better.
Yeah, but even when you do better, I'm still gonna ask the damn question because you look like shit in the first half.
But see, that's not doing better to me. That's not doing better.
You know what? I hate the fact that Keith turned off his mic, his camera.
He's just probably over there with tears coming out his eyes, trying to figure out why he agrees to come in the show.
Oh my god. Well, again, this since Marlo brought us here, we all know the rumors. You heard me last night on the ONG Emergency Podcast. Um, you know, sometimes the prodigal son comes home for a reason, right? And I ain't saying it's a done deal. I don't know nothing about nothing, right?
We got to stop
And
calling him that, though, Troy.
the
Yep.
prodigal son.
Because the prodigal son is not the right term.
I
Mm-mm.
agree. I agree. I don't know another term for it because it wasn't like he was off in the wilderness effing off. He wasn't doing that. He was prosperous in his journeys.
Yeah.
He was fruitful.
I think
And
I think you're better. I think off the top of my head, I mean, I do think you can have another biblical reference, but I think he's just the son of FAMU, and I think he's coming home to mama. I think Bear Bryant is the better example
I can agree with
because
that.
Bear Bryant, remember what he did at Kentucky, then what he does at Texas A&M, and then he used the example of, well, why did you go to Alabama? And he said, well, when mama calls, you come home. I
Yep.
think that's the situation you're hoping for with FAMU, and you're hoping that let's not act like FAMU is the only place that's trying to suit him,
Mm-mm.
but let's also not ignore the fact that FAMU's, if you don't land him, let's call a spade a spade. Prairie View, you can say what you want. Don't act like FAMU won't come over there, and don't act like we hadn't done it before.
I was about to say we stole one coach from Prairie View.
And he left for similar reasons, even
Yep.
though he had better facilities. Prairie View has much
Yep.
better facilities than FAMU. But the
Yep.
problem that you start running into is support, and everything else starts kind of
Because
adding
guess
up.
what? You don't have to beg us to come to homecoming. We don't give a damn what the record is. We
Absolutely not. He who shall not be named sold out homecoming. He was not a great coach.
at
Yeah.
all. I think we booed him at homecoming.
I think we did. And that's one thing about family people. We will show up and we will boo you
We
and
boo
then
you.
party after.
The students booed the football team at their pep rally for homecoming.
But you know what? A little bit of hazing does everybody right because they won that game.
Exactly. Hell, go boo them every week. Stand outside the damn field house and boo some more. Maybe that'll be their motivation.
Fat Mouth Sports is a non-hazing organization. I can't believe I had to say that.
You know what?
I
The
don't know
entire
what
Florida
you
A&M
talking about.
University is one big ass
I was
haze.
about to say
Why the fuck I
everyone
gotta
admits that.
walk up and down this damn hill to get every fucking well?
I damn sure got haze.
Those FAMU relays, and I'm not talking about the track program where
Hell no. I'm
you
talking
got to
about
go
just
from
trying to
this
go to
building
class.
to that building to this building to that building to get this paper signed so you can get cleared, and you got to do it before 1 o'clock, because if you don't, they go on to lunch, and then after you get that signed, you got to get another one signed before 3 o'clock because they're gonna start shedding it down. And if you don't get everything done by 5 o'clock, you'll get to try again tomorrow.
Yep. You talking
Man,
to the man? You talking to the man that had a 9 o'clock class in SBI and a 10:15 class in DL Perry, and then another one in SBI. And my last class was in Tucker right when they opened it, and I parked probably somewhere over there past the band practice field. I
Yep, over there
looked
by the
up and
pecan
down
trees.
this, yes, with the
I
squirrels
ain't
and the
had them problems.
goddamn and the damn birds that like to throw shit at people. Yeah.
I
I
ain't had
just
them
want to
problems.
I just want to say that FAMU women had the nicest calves in the 90s, and I probably know why.
Yes, Lord. The calves and
Listen,
everything else.
hello, it's still the same. It ain't changed. And what boss man did do said, sit up like two dump trucks.
Well, it's a whole lot of girls named Sunshine on that campus. I can tell you that.
Oh man.
Whole lot. Whole lot. Yeah,
One
matter of
lady's
fact,
name,
one of them about to cuss me out right now if I don't hurry up.
there's one that led the nation in steals, but I digress. Um,
Uh-huh.
so some of the other coaching candidates that some people are thrown out, and I've thought to myself, like, who would you want? And I've thrown out Rick Neuheisel's kid, Jerry Neuheisel, but the more and more that I think about it, and the more and more I listen to people, I'm starting to like West Florida's coach.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He
But will he leave? Because they
I
are
don't think
setting
he'll
that
leave.
program up to go FCS very soon.
Yes.
Let me say y'all something. I know everybody's asking, well, will he leave? It's Mother FAMU.
You're
There
right.
isn't
But
another program in the state with her resume.
But he's not a child of FAMU.
exactly.
I
So
understand that
he
also.
That's the
doesn't
difference.
and my biggest fear, and again, I said this last week, I am not one of those persons that's like, hey, it has to be an alumni, right? It doesn't have to be an alumni, but it cannot be a complete and total outsider. Because we have our quirks that a lot of people simply don't understand and they might not want to deal with.
They definitely aren't gonna want to deal with the boosters
FAMU's not for everybody.
in
And we
our
are not.
alumni association.
Shit, they might
Because
not want to deal with this podcast.
They might not.
no,
Hell,
they
I
wouldn't
just
mind
sat
this
here and said
podcast.
the the students booed the football team. And they helped Radley.
Yes. I mean, but to Marlo's point though, like, it's not a normal booster base. Like, part of the problem with FAMU boosters is that you're dealing with a lot of old people.
Yeah.
Yep.
And as a football coach, you're supposed to be at some of the meetings. The athletic director is supposed to be at every meeting. So all of a sudden, you over there beholden to these people, and the problem is these people hold purse strings to where, hey, I
Hmm.
need $10,000, and at the end of this phone call, I can tell y'all, I've been on booster calls where, well, the coach needs $10,000 for this, and you go around the board and around the Zoom call, and end of the call, there's $10,000 in the coach's pocket, and he's talking about appreciate it.
Yeah.
Correct.
So,
Another name. I know Doc ain't gonna necessarily like this, but if them people keep running them off, I am not necessarily opposed to TC either. With the
That man ain't
exception,
He ain't
coming to
going nowhere.
Tallahassee.
And this
That man ain't never leaving the state of
He
Mississippi.
is
He's not
never
leaving Jackson.
leaving. Ever.
They ain't gonna let him run off. Heck, you see over there, they talk about Southern Miss trying to get him. Southern Miss ain't about to do that. That man,
Man, they ain't
you
about
saw
to do
that dude from Alcorn State. Is like, nah, I saw y'all treated a white man. Y'all ain't gonna treat me like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, EB, we see you. We see you. I want to make sure that I got you on the screen. We see you. I'm just shocked you ain't said nothing crazy with the pod yet. So thank you for
The
coming to the
hell,
show.
we
Nah,
be saying all the crazy.
we not, you know.
Where's little baby at? What happened to little baby? Where's she at?
We not gonna get rid of TC. There ain't nobody gonna come pick him up like that because that's the Jackson State. I mean, prodigal son. You want to say it? Just say it just like that. But he ain't leaving. He ain't leaving to go down to USM because they're not already tried that experiment with a black head coach. And they fucked around and found out that he is about himself and he going to Memphis.
He was about himself the whole time, respectfully.
The whole time.
Like, he's the reason you got good, though. He brought everybody with him. And then
from Marshall. And guess what? Some of them folks from Southern Miss is gonna be right behind him.
Going to Memphis. Yep.
And and I'm gonna tell you another reason. The reason why Ahmad Miller went into the portal. You want to play at the house.
Man, Memphis is dangerous for people that's from Memphis, though. And I'm saying that as somebody that live there. Memphis is dangerous from people from Memphis.
Hey man.
Yeah.
If you ain't looking for trouble, they ain't gonna bother you.
No,
young Dolph wasn't looking for trouble that night, though.
It ain't like that. That's what I'm saying. It's not like that in Memphis. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, if you not
I used to live in Memphis for a little bit, man. I know.
Hell, I remember I used to get to work and they would be like,
we're gonna tap off the Memphis stuff and we're gonna get to the Southern coaching hire because we a lot of stuff shook down and overshadowed the second guy to go 1,000 in NFL history. Marshall Falk is the head coach of Southern University. I'm sorry, Southern University. The Jaguars.
Scholarville Tech.
Damn, this man.
Shit.
Hilarious.
I ain't calling them by their name, Scholarville Tech.
This man sat here and played innocent while that school in Daytona got laid bare on the podcast and waited his turn so we can get to this Southern thing to do the exact same thing.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Marlo didn't call them Bethune-Cookman College. He just called them that school in Daytona.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Marlo. Yeah, you're right. Marlo didn't change their name completely.
That is their name. They are Bethune-Cookman College. You had one of their alumni on here 2 weeks ago that called it Bethune-Cookman College. If your mama call you a college, I'm gonna call you a college.
Shout out to Bethune-Cookman for being the 5th best university in Daytona.
God damn. Shit.
I don't know how we went from
not lying.
I don't know how we went from Marshall Falk to the 5th best university in Daytona.
Congratulations, Marshall. Congratulations, Marshall. But yeah, Bethune-Cookman, y'all are.
And then said, congratulations, but we get back to back. You know what?
All right, what about Marshall Falk now?
He probably didn't go to Bethune.
No, I don't think he went to
Diego
Bethune,
State.
bro.
Because he was successful.
Marlo! God damn it. Man, don't encourage this shit, man. Do not encourage this shit. I have to talk to these people. I'm the one making the phone call. Me. I be on this podcast talking about, tell your SID to answer the phone. And I know why. Like I know why y'all don't answer the phone. I get it.
You can blame. You can blame it on me.
If these little jokes hurt them, then they don't need to be SIDs, bro.
They should have thicker skin than that because
You
I know
gotta
I ain't
have
the
thicker
first person.
skin than that.
I know I'm not the first.
Oh my goodness.
Congratulations to Marshall Falk.
Marshall Falk, head coach of Scarlettville Tech. You know, let's talk about it.
Scarlettville Tech.
I mean, it's in the name. It's called Scarlettville. It's in an area called Scarlettville.
So
Oh my goodness.
my question is what ills does this cure? Right?
It
It
doesn't.
shuts people the heck up.
They
Exactly.
they bring more eyes to the program.
It doesn't.
Right.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. And
I say
I
this.
don't hate Southern, but I don't think this is the right hire for them.
I say this. It kept people's mouths shut, but also it tells you that the AD doesn't run shit at Southern University. It's Tony Clayton that runs the whole thing. The head of the board of trustees for Southern University is the man that runs the whole ship.
You know,
So wherever he say it goes.
So I'm gonna say this, right? I'm not, and give me some grace when I say this. As a Florida State Seminole, whose president of the board of trustees just came out and said what it's going to be for the athletic department and not the athletic director, I'm not necessarily opposed to
that. So this is my only thing with Southern. And I'm not a Southernite. I do know some great people that went to Southern. I don't think this fixes the problem because you've kind of done this before. Like you've hired NFL coaches at Southern. Rarely do they succeed. Like
Mitchell.
Thank you, Stump Mitchell. Like you've done this before, and just because this person has a big NFL name, I hate to say it, just because you saw Jackson State do it, don't mean you can do it. I don't care if it's marching on the field or playing on the football field. You can't be Jackson State. You're not Jackson State. So in this case, what you should have done is got somebody probably qualified. Heck, you could have went down to Carr High School and got their head football coach and probably got a better benefit.
I was about to say, get Bryce Brown from Edna Carr.
Thank you. Like
I
get
was
somebody
just thinking that somebody got to go get that man.
Because at this point, what you're going to do is in 2 years, you could be paying another coach to flip through and cycle through this school. And honestly, as a fan,
if I speak, oh Jesus, if I speak, I speak, oh my God.
Yes. You should have got Trey.
Should have got Trey.
But other places said the same thing. I mean, he used to coach there. I mean,
a lot of coaches used to coach there.
I was just about to say that. A lot of
coaches Dawson Odom.
That would have been available and a better fit for Southern.
Let's call a spade a spade. Why wouldn't you give a KJ Black the keys to that engine?
Because KJ not leaving the NFL.
So he ain't leaving the Falcons. So
if anything,
for the right price, he's for the right price. But he ain't leaving the Falcons unless the coaching staff is getting fired by Arthur Blank.
But if you take that knowledge, hell, we have a better chance of landing KJ in Tallahassee than they do in Southern.
I agree.
Yeah,
I would put him in my top 7.
I would too, but hell,
but I would definitely put him over Marshall Falk because he would cost less.
Here's a funny thing too. Prairie View could have got KJ Black just because if they didn't want to go get Tremaine Jackson.
Didn't he? Wasn't he QB at Prairie View?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
He was the last QB. He was the last QB to win Prairie View a SWAC title in 2009.
Matt, KJ said he was, I think it was on HBCU Nightly that he would leave for the right opportunity. And it wasn't necessarily the right price. It was the right opportunity.
So, but to me, that sounds like whatever school is going to get me to the next level.
I think Southern FAMU are those in
Two
that
schools.
echelon. I'm not gonna say they're the two, but I think they're in that echelon of you're gonna get that support if you're winning. We know both fan bases are fickle, and especially in the last couple of years, Southern has shown they're more fickle than a lot for good reason, attendance wise. But I think Southern and FAMU would be two of those schools because I don't think Prairie View is a school that's the right fit for him for what he wants to do next, unless he's trying to start there and go to the next school and launch from there.
Now, I think Prairie View is a right school. I mean, because hey man, they are getting money from Texas A&M out of that system and everything, and they got everything that you can, and you can succeed there at Prairie View and recruit there too. But it's something like you said, it's something at with Southern University. The reason why Dooley didn't he didn't excel at Southern in his second year because of ego. That was his issue. You know, he won the SWAC West, go to the championship game, get boat raced by Jackson State in that super team that we had, and then turn around in the second year. He regressed. He regressed because of his ego.
I'm gonna just throw this out there, and I want to make sure that people hear me say this live and not just tweet it. Prairie View A&M's issue has never been money or facilities. It has always been culture. You needed a guy to build culture. They have been in the SWAC championship game 3 out of the last 5 years?
5 years.
Yeah. So
is either PV or Southern.
So
from that West.
Yep. It is not like I see a lot of people say little slick stuff about PV, and the only reason I get pissed off is because Black national championships is the thing that I boost every university up every time one of these motherfucking poo putts PWI hawkers start talking about HBCU football.
They got 6 of them.
PV got 6 of them. So it is not, I know what that run they had where they didn't win and all of that shit. I know all of that. But with the bad, you also got to highlight the good. They are a sleeping giant, and Tremaine Jackson walked into a door and said, hey, get on board. Now, what
but Troy, it only works now too. Remember, if you got your AD is progressive and he or she is on board, and if you got a president that supports,
I was just about to say that
everybody
has to be on the same
the football program. They have to be on board. And when Dr. LeGrand was installed as the president of Prairie View, she said she wants to have some sort of winning culture to go along with what they have academically. She's an academic person through and through. She's young too. She's in her 40s. She's like in her early 40s. But she wants to win, and she wants to win now. And then you hire Anton Goff as an AD, who is by far one of the more, he is in the same class as Paul Bryan at A&M, Ashley Robinson at Jackson State, Jason Cable at Alabama State. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is in one.
Come on, keep on going.
Ain't but 3-4 of them, though. That's the problem.
Right. Like that.
There's only 4 of them in the SWAC. Like, let's be honest, FAMU's resting on their laurels.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say this. And I know what I said
in hibernation earlier. Mode until Puss in Boots dies or leaves office.
I'm gonna say this, right? And I'm gonna be the bad guy, so nobody else got to be the bad guy. I seen her put that FAMU shit on. That FAMU jacket look good.
Man, don't make me fucking unfriend you.
You talking about
Let me finish. Just hear me out. she didn't do so bad when she had to make the speech. She didn't do so bad. We thought she was gonna
Man,
do worse.
I'm finna
Let me
hang up.
finish. Just let me finish. But the one thing we needed her to do, and if word on the street is that she was gonna do it after the Classic, but she did what all of Rattler Nation begged her to do. She ain't farmed that shit out to nobody else to do it. She did it her goddamn self. She was the executioner for what FAMU Nation said we want done. She fired Colzie.
So instead of waiting for the AD to do the job,
she did it. She got in the board of trustees meeting and said the shit we've been saying. We need facilities.
She's still trying to. That's because she's still trying to get in our good graces because we ain't budging. We told them when they stood on that goddamn call and said, Marvin, and we said, okay, you think you fucking funny, bitch. We hilarious. And we have been hilarious every motherfucking since.
By hook or crook. If she doing what the fuck we ask her to do, by hook or crook. Fuck if she doing it to make us feel happy.
Doing it.
If she get me 91, if we got 91 PhDs, if she get $55 million, what the fuck? Okay, we don't like her, so to speak, but she doing the goddamn job. We complained that the fucking front porch was shitty. She took care of it. We gotta give her credit for it.
I'm not giving her a motherfucking thing because she ain't supposed to be there.
I mean, a lot of presidents ain't supposed to be there. Hell, Marcus Thompson wasn't supposed to be at Jackson State. He fucked himself up.
And y'all gave that man hell. And y'all gave both of them hell until they either quit, got fired, or did something stupid.
Oh no, they just
did something little baby. Stupid. There go little baby. Little baby got my back. Little baby got my back.
Look, I had your back on that one. I've been said that you can't. And this time she understood the assignment, and I've been saying it all season long. In all of my encouragements, I was like, "Hey, coach, look, we understand the situation, but if you don't win, understand you will be the sacrificial lamb." And guess what? He got sacrificed.
Yeah. Losing the Classic and then turn around, you lose to what people say an inferior team that's coached by a Seminole.
His teammate.
No, they weren't teammates.
They weren't teammates then. Yeah, Colzie was already gone.
No. 3 years old before.
Okay.
They didn't play together.
Buckley was already gone. But still, you got beat by another Seminole. And the way that you lost, let's keep it moving.
And you went to somewhere in bumfuck Mississippi to lose.
You look bad.
That's terrible.
And the worst of it, she rode on the plane with you. So guess who also got towed up by the mosquitoes?
She did.
Honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think part of why you might have got that heat is because she got ate up by the mosquitoes and you lost. If she had got ate up by the mosquitoes and you won, you might have made it.
No, I think he was gonna be fired even if he won that game.
He lost the Classic.
He lost the Classics.
He lost
by 40
State
points
twice.
At home.
Nobody care about losing
lost
Jackson State.
No, but
lost the home win.
I counted that as an L.
Nah, bro. We care more about that home winning streak being broken and losing the Classics than we do about losing to y'all.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I counted Jackson State. You can go back and call it. I counted Jackson State and I counted Alabama State as L's and North Carolina State.
Yeah.
I had all those L's going to the season.
So you can't even protect home at a basement. You don't lose at home.
You have a losing streak to Valley.
You're the only active coach in the SWAC with a losing streak to Valley.
It is again like
it could have been 3 games for Valley because they could have got Graves. They could have got Graves. They should have won that game against Southern.
Again, I don't.
A little home cooking might have gotten them with Southern.
I don't want to make this a bash Colzie session, but I
We
gotta give
haven't
that lady.
said nothing
Not at
bad.
all.
I'm
No.
just saying.
I'm not
I
bashing.
gotta give that lady credit for understanding the assignment and doing that job. I am not naive in the fact that there is still a PhD issue that we need to solve. There is still a research funding issue that we need to solve.
There's
But
a
or
PhD issue. There's a $2 billion issue. There
yeah,
is you are allowing the school across the track to pick our seat on the hospital merge issue that they didn't even fucking fight for. Damn, firing the football coach. You ain't even fighting for revenue share on at the hospital when we have the nursing program, the pharmacy program, and the physical therapy program. You don't need none of those professions in the fucking hospital. What the fuck are you doing? Fuck the goddamn football coach. What are you doing?
in a hospital that the city owns. So let's
Thank
call it
you.
like
Let's
literally
call a spade a
this is a
spade.
free building that they're getting.
Thank
Tallahassee
you.
Memorial is owned by the citizens of Tallahassee. It is owned by the
They
city.
they leased that bill. They leased the land for $1 a year from the fucking city.
You're
So
getting
what
it
are
for
you
nothing.
doing?
It's
What are you
free.
doing?
so devil's advocate on that only that issue because the mother of my children works there. The city of Tallahassee, we calling FAMU out. The city of Tallahassee got to be called to task for that too.
Absolutely.
It is some
Yes.
politicians that have basically said, and I've been saying this since FAMU won a Black National Championship and Florida State had a shit season, and Florida State got the blueprint money and FAMU got nothing. So since that point, I've
But
been
remember,
saying,
Larry turned that money down too, though.
Yeah.
That's
Again,
on Larry.
a goddamn nerd.
yeah,
Because
right.
let's call a spade a spade. The mayor of Tallahassee is pro FAMU, and I'm not telling you what
Talking
somebody told me.
about Daily. Yeah.
Daily, when I
Daily.
worked for FAMU, Daily was my boss, and
Yep.
Daily literally would come up and be like, "Hey, buddy, how's everything going?" And it wasn't that BS how everything's going. What do you need? And I not nan one time did I tell him what I needed. Did I not get what I needed?
You know what? I stand corrected. Yeah,
When we
somebody told
played
Larry Carr. Somebody told Larry Carr. Put him on the
when
tow
we
list.
when
Mike
we
Norkel and
played
Larry on the tow list.
with the SWAC championship, we played the SWAC championship and Florida State had a game. Guess where Daly was at?
He's
at
the
FAMU,
only
wasn't he?
mayor, and
He
is
was in
white.
Brad.
To consider him and was it Marks are the only ones who consistently in the last probably decade to come Daily. Mark still comes to FAMU stuff too, but yeah, he comes to FAMU stuff if he don't come to nothing else.
Nothing else.
And he sat on the board for FAMU still.
They was crossing them tracks on the south side. If we had something going on and there was a football game, they were there. And I have never seen either one of them there or interact with either one of them and felt like it was for like you here because you know we gotta vote this year.
He don't care.
They
He
don't
don't
care.
care.
They was just there.
He's just
Right.
there, and he actually loves FAMU. Like so,
Yep.
that's not because he's my former boss, but because when I worked for FAMU, he looked out for me, and he sat on our board with other folks, and he was a voice for FAMU when we didn't have voices, and would allow those of us that work for FAMU. And I was the only Black person that worked for FAMU on the staff to
Now,
speak for FAMU.
Let's get back to the Southern, to Marshall Faulk. The only way this is gonna work for Marshall Faulk at Southern is who he hires as on his staff.
Well,
Agreed.
we know McNair's there. That's probably gonna be his OC.
Nah, McNair
He
gone.
fired.
He's gone.
Yeah,
They
You
gone.
can't keep him.
He was the last
Yeah,
one to fire.
when I told y'all that when they fired Terrence Graves, Coach Graves, and they made Fred the interim head coach, I said he's not going to he's not going to get interviewed for that job. They're going to fire the whole staff, and that's what they did. Soon as it was made that Marshall Faulk was going to be the head coach, that same day, everybody, I mean, talking about from Fred to the OC to the DC to everybody on that staff is gone.
Hey man, somebody ban that dude talking about Ed Reed. Ban him. You know what? Ban him. Never an Ibis, and never that Ibis. he blew his chance in Daytona.
That's wild. The other Splash Bro, the movie.